let's get started.
Look at everyone so anxious and excited to be here this evening, right?
Yeah,
You can see that, especially those two in the middle right there.
Yeah.
there's a lot of discussion happening, a lot of moving around.
Well, this is the part where, they're trying to get their heads on right. They're trying to, set up game plans for, how they're strategize. Exactly. Figure out how they're going to come at these problems. And they've got a few problems to come at. So, as you know, we've got 8 teams of 2. They're all going to be going at each other in a round-robin style.
There's 15 minutes for each game.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which I question at times, but yes.
And at the end of all of these challenges, whoever has amassed the most points wins.
still going over the round robin team. Oh,
Here we've got our teams. We've got the losers, Kelly and Claudia, the cool dudes, VAC, Dude, Aviators,
And now for our first game.
DK,
Mad
Edgar,
Chess.
and Co. Here comes Mad Chess. Starts with 3 minutes for each team. Remember, these are 2 teams of 2. So they're actually playing one chess game, but there's 2 players on each team. That sounds difficult in and of itself.
Why did you say so?
Well, I mean, chess is already a pretty difficult game that requires a lot of focus. But adding another player on your team, I don't know if that's as much helpful as it could be distracting.
well, and you can't have an open conversation
Yeah.
with your teammate.
That's the other
to
issue.
formulate a
so
plan
you really
to
got to
capture
be
the
able
king.
to just, trust each other.
Yeah,
Which it
And-
looks like they're doing here because it looks like they're playing solo.
it's a pretty fast-paced game.
Yes,
We're
very
already
fast-paced.
2 minutes and 20 seconds for almost each team
And the black has captured a pawn.
already, which
Yes.
is quite quick.
Oh,
It seems right now like the black team is going for an all-out offense, a blitz to capture as many points as they can, whereas the white team is strategizing how best to capture the king just to end the game quickly.
Yeah,
playing
that's
it
what it
too
looks like.
safe, if you
Maybe,
ask me.
yeah, I think they
Yeah.
might be a little too safe
Yeah.
right now. They need to go on the offensive. This is only 3 minutes they've got to work with.
And at this point, they're almost a minute down. So
Yeah, black's already got a pawn up, but white just comes back with a pawn and a rook.
oh okay.
Black responds, and black puts white king in check right there.
thought about making
thought
a move
about making a move.
on the knight, but
They should get a penalty when they thought about making a move and don't make a move.
well, they got the king out of check, and then the black rook. Wow, that was quick.
Wow.
A
Well,
lot
it's
of
called
moves.
Mad Chess for a reason.
Yeah, a lot of moves
It's
being
moving
made.
fast. You got to
It's
keep
mad
up with
quick.
it.
I can't even.
Right?
I can't even comment on how quick it's happening. White bishop is taking a pawn from the black team, and now the clock's winding down.
We're down to about 1:20 on the white side and 1:06 on the black.
Bishop just took a knight from the white team.
It's starting to look. I'd almost say it's about half and half right now.
That's what it is looking like that right
It's
now.
pretty even keel. Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay.
Whoa.
Foul on the play, just knocking some pieces over. That's
Gotta be
not
careful.
okay.
Gotta be careful.
Thinking, do I want to move there? I've got a minute left. Let's see what happens. Well, clock's just
eating
ticking.
up that clock
Yeah,
right
eating
now.
up the time.
This is speed chess, man. You gotta move. You can't waste time. Make a decision. All right, we're moving the queen, and now the queens are at a standoff.
No, face off.
A face-off.
Face-off.
Well said, Matt.
About to take their
Right
mask
now,
off.
you can see they're not doing anything with their queens at the moment because right now, if that white queen takes the black queen, that white queen will then get captured.
They're in jeopardy
by
of being
the,
captured.
They're in jeopardy of being captured by the black bishop. But if the black queen takes the white queen, then he's going to be in jeopardy from the white rook.
Eloquently said.
Oh,
Boy,
but
But it
think,
looks
you
like
know
he
what?
captured.
He's thinking,
Yeah.
but I can't stop staring at that pizza in the background. Boy, that looks good.
You're making me hungry, Matt.
Uh-oh.
You're making me hungry.
Less than 30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, decisions have been made.
There
The
are some
queens
queens.
are gone.
Both
The queens have been removed from play.
And the white king is in check, but he just moved in the nick of time. There's about 15 seconds left for the black team. Now, boy.
The black team's got the
We've
king
got
in
5
check.
seconds left in the game.
5, 3, 2, 1.
One.
Game
That's
over.
game. That's
And
game
at-
right
That's
there.
game.
Black
At
takes
this
it.
point, the losers and Edgar and Company are tied for first place.
And now on to the Wind Blast.
Wind Stable.
Wind Stable.
But I kind of like Wind Blast better. Maybe they should change the name. So the goal of this game is to create a structure that will withstand wind from a hairdryer. They've got their materials, paper, tape, and popsicle sticks. And so now they're going to put that together in order to create a structure that can withstand that wind.
What is maybe not the focus of the camera right now, but you can hear it in the background. There's a lot of team discussion, which we didn't get during the chess game.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of discussion plays into actual STEM fields and the design phase of a lot of projects. And hopefully they can figure things out a little quicker during the design phase, because later on in the project you lose more money and resources during the build phase when you have.
I love how you're applying
like
it to like when you're actually working in the design field.
Yeah,
as
I mean
an engineer.
that's exactly how it works, because in the real world, and you're gonna have your design phase, then you go to your build phase, and then you go to your testing phase. And so right now, I think they're still in the beginnings of the design phase, if not just transferring over to the build phase, and we'll see how it works out for them. I see the team on the right. They're using paper to, I guess, reinforce their popsicle sticks.
Yeah, that's what it looks like there.
I think what they're doing here, it actually might be kind of ingenious. They're connecting their popsicle sticks within the paper. This will give them a little bit more surface area, and it'll make it easier to use the tape to connect the sticks together.
I wonder how wrapping the paper around the sticks will affect the final outcome against the wind. There's a lot of meticulous handwork involved, apparently.
Yeah, it does. And you can
Do
see
you
the
notice
teamwork
how
being used here.
one team is more meticulous with wrapping it around the popsicle than the other team?
Yes.
Like the one team is just kind of rolling it around, the other team is actually taking time to fold it and make the,
Yeah. Now we've got one team here that's really making a lot of progress. They've got their base going, and they seem to have a tripod kind of style or a quadrupod kind of style?
Tripod.
Tripod?
Yeah.
Okay, they're going with their tripod style. This is going to give them a lot of stability.
Looks like
at
both
the bottom.
teams decided to go with the tripod
Both
design.
teams did, however, this team connected their triangular prism on the base. So it's more like a pyramid
as opposed
to a tripod.
Yes.
And this is actually pretty good because it'll keep their base stable.
And you see how since they did take the time to meticulously fold it, you see how that really adds to the design of making that pyramid possible.
Well, and I wonder, where will the wind be directed at the structure? Base, peak, and these are things that we think about while building actual buildings.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vibration, and there are vibration dampening materials that are used in actual
large-scale skyscrapers, for sure.
And then you see how you have that team member that never does anything.
I'm being told he's a moderator.
Oh, moderator.
That makes more sense, because I was going to say he's not useful at all.
There to collect the A. I don't know.
Notice they were just using a ruler to measure their structure, the
maybe
structure's
he is
height.
the moderator.
Now somebody's ready.
The team on the left is ready for testing.
They're blowing.
Look how they did add a paper at the bottom to make the pyramid effect, though.
Looks like they took it. Looks like the team on the left took it. This was actually a really genius strategy. So right now, losers are
still in the lead.
Still in the lead. Could the losers win? Is that
a possibility?
It's possible.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
So we've now moved on to the final
spaghetti Highrise.
Or food Highrise.
Food Highrise, spaghetti Highrise, something. And so the goal here is to make sure that you build the tallest structure. and the most stable, strong structure to prevent it from crumbling on itself and toppling over. And so here, as we know, they've got marshmallows and spaghetti sticks. Not a lot to work with. Aisha, what do you think?
A lot to work with, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty difficult to build any kind of structure out of just those two. Matt?
I'm still just staring at the food because it looks delicious.
All right, somebody needs to feed this kid. So I see, again, we've got these guys are being smart. They're making sure they have a strong, stable foundation.
Yeah.
They're going with the triangular base and raising it up from there. The other team has got a square base, and they're trying to see how they can progress. The losers. The losers are the team working with their square base right now. They're already in the lead in this overall challenge. Let's see if they can keep it.
They definitely look like they work well together.
I think they do, actually.
Yeah.
Well, you have to. In these team-based competitions, you have to talk to your team and plan things out, and knowing your team makes a huge difference when you're working together.
You know what's so
For
funny?
sure.
They always say that engineers are awkward and weird, but a lot of the work that we do is teamwork.
Yes, it is.
So
Yes, it is.
I don't know where we get this stigma from.
So now we can see that this structure, this team went from a square structure to a hexagonal foundation.
Yes.
And I wonder how that will play into the overall final design. This one, however, seems to have
more unorthodox, I'd say.
But the truss idea, as shown on even going up the structure, it's not just square. They have a truss.
Almost in all directions as
Yeah.
you go up.
But I wonder if that's added weight on the sides, which will
Cause it to collapse.
Could
We'll see what happens when they're done.
They're getting on up there. They're almost at 2 or 3 levels now.
See, now they're working really fast, but here's the thing, that's dangerous here, because as you know, these spaghetti sticks are really fragile.
Well, and you can see
so,
some of them are already starting to
crack, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're swaying, it's
There's
moving.
a lot of shear involved.
They might have given more thought to maybe making the base a little bit more
Sturdier so
sturdy.
that they can build up.
Well, even this team, you can see they have 2 marshmallows and multiple sticks that form at the base. And they're using fewer as it gets taller to avoid weight.
I think weight distribution plays a massive part in this challenge. If you don't get that right,
It's already starting
everything's
To
gonna
wobble
topple.
on the loser side.
If they're not careful, this thing could topple over.
Actually, it looks like it's gonna cave.
Cave in on its side right
wait,
there. Oh.
wait!
Oh, be careful there.
Man down.
See, they
or
really need to
spaghetti
watch
down.
that right side. Time is running out. They really need to get it moving.
Okay, back to the losers. Let's see what they're doing over there.
And just to be clear, Aisha's referring to the team name. She's not making fun of them.
Thank you for that clarification, Chris.
Well, I don't want them to think the announcers are, in any way spewing negativity. We wish good luck to all of our contestants.
Focus there.
Ooh, they seem to be having some trouble right now.
Getting
They're
that
trying
second
to
level up.
get the second level correct. I don't know how it's holding together.
I think they have to add like a supporting beam.
Well,
Hopefully they do that.
They're adding more. It's interesting that they're adding more material, considering how unstable it is at the top right now.
I think it might be important for them to focus on stabilizing what they have
before they build
up on top.
This team they're almost at 3 stories. Which
I
is
gotta
impressive.
say, these losers look more like winners every time.
all the
right.
time.
Again, you can hear the discussion that they're having, and it's very important. I just want to emphasize how important discussion is.
We're
when
getting down to
teamwork.
the
Teamwork.
final minutes in this competition here.
Boy, they're.
Let's see.
It worries me
How slanted their
second
only
story.
the top half.
Sometimes you just have to know when to stop and admit defeat, or
Well, maybe
Go back and
there's
redesign.
not a lot of time left, but maybe if they can, pivot, reset, find something else that
They
will
definitely
work.
need a supporting beam somewhere in
Or
there at the bottom.
Yes,
maybe
they
the
do.
best strategy is to just let the other team's building fall over, which is
That could work.
happening.
But that's taking a chance. If it doesn't, it's kind of a shot in the dark there.
Let's see where they go. Is that 3 or 4 stories?
I think so far, I mean, it's a little hard
looking
because
like
not every story is uniform.
3.5 stories.
But yeah, maybe 3.5 sounds about right.
Sometimes that half is all you need to win.
I'd say that's about a good 3 feet maybe, but it doesn't really look stable. I think if he lets go any one part of that, it's going to fall on itself. I don't know how stable that is, and they need to focus on that.
Oh, wait,
Alright,
wait,
now-
wait. But they're both falling over now.
Both are
Which one will
falling
fall
over.
over quicker?
Well, the Losers is falling over right now. The other team...
Oh,
Oh, no, the
wow, that was
Losers,
quick.
No! Oh.
Did either team
dead.
really win? If
I don't
both
know.
of
Everyone
the...
admitted defeat if both of their structures fell.
Well, the question is, both their structures fell, but both of them still have some height off the ground. So I guess the question is, which one's the highest right now?
It looks like neither of them. They all kind of shrug their shoulders. Nobody knows what's happening here. But
Well, final count, the Losers take it. Who saw that coming? Because I sure
I
didn't.
did not.
I kind of did.
Oh, you did, Aisha?
Yes, I love the underdogs.
Oh, good one.
So now we're at the final round where there's a quick question and answer.
Yeah, we've got the Losers currently in the lead, and they're doing their best to solve this problem. Both teams have been giving a problem that involves statics and dynamics. And they're trying to see if they can get this done before the other team. If they do, they will officially have won the first ever inaugural face-off at Manhattan College.
Woo, how does that sound? How's that going home taking that prize?
That's pretty nice.
Right?
That's pretty nice.
Bragging rights for a whole year.
Oh. People don't know it, but
You can see
engineers will
how
brag.
stressful. I mean, man, I think they're worried about their math. The calculators have come out.
The TI-89.
Trusty TI-89.
Right?
Platinum or silver edition?
There's a lot of pressure right now to see who's going to come out on top.
Either way, everyone's a winner because that shirt is giving a thumbs up to everybody. Again, checking the math.
I'm pretty sure he just broke out a cell phone.
That's
when
what
he's
I'm about to say.
surrounded by calculators. That's play of the game right there. TI iPhone.
Unless the
TI phone.
the calculators have changed
Wait,
since we've
but-
last been in school.
But
Yeah,
notice
I know, right?
he had to bring in another judge to double check the
I think the Losers just took it.
Wait, good game.
Wow.
Good game.
Yep. Handshakes all around.
The Losers aren't even sore winners. That's fantastic.
that's great.
That's great.